Well, hello, welcome back to another video. I appreciate you guys touching in, landing in, checking out another video of mine. Today I'll be taking you man through some things I think are essential to have in your room to spice it up a bit, give it that cool factor, that X factor. With the bedroom, it's a very important place for all of us, a place where we rest, kick our feet up, just catch a vibe. So making it unique to our own tastes, our own interests, I think is definitely a nice thing to do. So that this place is not a place where we go to and still feel sort of bored. There's still a nice attachment, there's a link to our rooms when we rest up. So one of the things I think man should include in your room are skateboard decks. You do not need to skateboard to own skateboard decks, just like you don't need to be a basketballer to own Jordans. Skateboard decks are a very sick piece to have in your room. Price wise, they vary. Mine, which I picked up, the banner deck and the camel one, were both in the region of £50 to £60. This Dior one you just saw there, your more expensive ones. But decks are definitely a sick piece to have on the wall. They don't require a lot, they're not really heavy, they can just rest up. All you need is some string to hook itself through the deck and then some sort of hook. I use a command hook on mine. But as you can see in the background, they just rest up nicely on the wall along with some posters. As you can see, my recent Assemble Supreme Box logo sticker poster, which I did in another video. If you want to check that out, by all means go ahead. Along with the Cause Dior beside it. But yeah, man, decks, definitely a sick piece to pick up. I'll definitely recommend those. But following on from decks, we go through posters. Another poster of mine is actually the Off-White 10 poster. I'm showcasing the 10 shoes back in 2017, which Virgil dropped. But posters are very, very cheap, like stupidly cheap. You'd have to spend loads to bring in some posters. All you need is a decent frame, which are also cheap. And a site I would recommend for posters is Etsy. This is where I actually picked up the Off-White 10 poster. I can see some of the designs in the background. Very cheap, £15, £20. You can select your different size, A3, A4, A5. Murakami poster here, which I actually might pick up because that looks very, very sick. Another one I found as well, which looks pretty good in the background there, your Cactus Jack Jordan 1 poster with Michael Jordan flexing the Travis Scott Jordan 1s, and then obviously the Off-White Chicago ones as well. Yeah man, posters you don't even need to do too much really. I actually did do a poster assembling video, so if you want to check that out, by all means. Yeah, easy to set up and to have on the wall. Books, oh my goodness, we're going back to school, boys, or maybe some of you are still in school. But yeah, books, man. If you're a book head like me, you actually enjoy reading these before putting them on display. But these are also a nice thing to just have, whether to fill up the shelves or just to have on your coffee table, as you can see in the background. You can pick books from your favorite brands, such as Off-White or Supreme, or like me, Stone Island. I recently picked up this Stone Island book. I think it was £60 or so, and it just takes you through the history of the brand. Some pictures in the background of the different badges, compasses, and then some of the pieces that you can find throughout Stone Island book. There's some familiar faces rocking the brand. But yeah, I think books are definitely a slept-on piece when it comes to as quote-unquote art in your room, home drip, as I call it. Just have it on your shelf once you finish reading it, and it just stays there really. They don't really wear off if you don't touch them, as long as you look after them. But beside the book there is actually this ashtray. I don't smoke. This is a hidden aluminium 10-ounce ashtray which I picked up a while back. I actually did a video on this as well, so go through the channel and find that video. But this is just another piece of art that you can just find yourself having on the shelf or the table. Beside it is my Sesame Street X Cars plush toy. Someone called these teddies, yeah, what they are. I don't play with my plush toy, it's just on the shelf as you've seen. But there are a very wide range of plush toys you can pick up. Cars, very familiar. You saw the Supreme one earlier, Murakami flower. Following on from this, the actual full range from the Sesame X Cars collab. But like I said, I don't really play with mine. If you play with yours, it is what it is. We're definitely a sick piece to have, just to add some colour as well to the room. Similar to Plush toys, you have your figures. I have some cars in the background. Unfortunately, these ones aren't legit, but I plan on purchasing legit ones. Bear bricks by Medicom. Different sort of quote-unquote toys you can purchase just to, again, fill up space in the room to add some colour. Some of them don't do anything, some of them don't move, the arms do not move, their heads. But they're just a nice piece, again, nice piece of art to now have in a room. Art is not always going to be a painting or a drawing that you put in the frame. Art can be anything, essentially. So stuff like cars, figures, bear bricks, plush toys, posters, all these things, the things I would recommend that you can now bring and add to your room, or just your house in general, just to add some flavour to it. Just some B-roll footage in the background of all of them together, and my water bottle on the side. But yeah, just a nice thing to have, really, for your room. So you know what to do. You see it on the screen. I appreciate you guys for checking in, and I'll catch you man later. Bless.